You know guys, before we start today's video, if you haven't seen my last video from yesterday, then I highly recommend you watch it because this video is essentially the part 2 to yesterday's video because as fate would have it, guys, you know, when we talk about something that is controversial in the Call of Duty realm, you know, something as big as the World Series of Warzone tournament and all the hacking and cheating drama that's going on in there for $1 million goddamn dollars, you know, that might be the time for Activision to come out and be like, yo, if you're cheating in our game and we catch you, you are going to be punished to the highest extent possible. Just to simply acknowledge that there is this issue going on in your own hosted tournament that's worth $1 million, you would think they would do something like that, right? Well, that's not what they came out with yesterday. Almost immediately after I posted my video, we got the announcement, oh my god, of Beavis and Butthead coming to Call of Duty.
It took you 4 fucking seconds to piss me off again!
I mean, seriously, guys, you can't make it up, man. You really cannot. The Call of Duty community and franchise and the publishing company behind it, which is Activision, all of those things are an absolute complete fucking joke. And we'll get into everything right now, but before we do, you know what to do, guys. I'm gonna need you to cock slap, alright? Yesterday was bitch slap the like button. Today you're gonna cock slap the like button. And you see the button down there in red that says subscribe. Press that shit down. We're on the way to 50,000 subscribers, guys. You know what to do down in the comments below. Hashtag Fooly50, and guys, let's get right into it, man. So just so we have the chronological order correct, let me give you the basic context before we get into this whole Beavis and Butthead thing. The Call of Duty Black Ops 6 beta came out like, I don't know, 7, 8, maybe even 9 months ago. Scatmaster puts out a video talking about, you know what, the beta kind of sucks, fuck this, fuck that, all this type of shit. But I did mention that there was a hacking and cheating problem in the game. Fast forward to the launch of the game, there's still a hacking and cheating problem. Fast forward to Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, and now Season 4, there is still a hacking and cheating problem. And now there's a World Series of Warzone event going on, the qualifiers or some shit. The whole thing is worth $1 million goddamn dollars and people are getting hacked and cheated on, which is absolutely fucking absurd. And instead of Activision saying anything of substance on the matter, instead of them acknowledging the fact that, I don't know, number one, this game is absolute fucking Gorlock the Destroyer balls, and number two, that the hacking and cheating problem has become so rampant that it's affecting their own massive tournament, arguably the biggest tournament in Call of Duty history. And instead of saying any of that, here is the tweet, the official tweet from none other than Doug Dimmadome Warzone.
Fuck you, Doug!
Beavis and Butthead are coming to Call of Duty Black Ops 6 and Warzone with Season 4 Reloaded. And as you can see, guys, the reactions are pretty mixed on this, alright? You got some people talking about, I speak for everyone when I say we don't want this, we want BO2 on Game Pass, which I could totally get behind. Even though for whatever reason people are disagreeing with this, I don't know how.
Nigga, did you know that I can see you?
There's that, and then there's some people out here making a meme out of Beavis and Butthead, and I mean, the jokes really write themselves, guys. Look, I'm gonna be the one to say it, man. Activision has fucking brain damage, okay? I don't know what it is exactly, but they're sick in the head, okay? That might be the title of today's video. Activision is sick in the head, okay? Seeing as how there's so many issues going on in their game, we got the release of BO7 coming out in a couple of months, which is just BO6 Part 2. And instead of hyping people up, instead of fixing their game, instead of acknowledging the fact that there's a broken mess of fucking hackers and cheaters going on right now, they announced Beavis and Butthead coming to Season 4 Reloaded. And look, I know there's a lot of people that really do like Beavis and Butthead. Trust me, I have older siblings that are really into it. I was born in '99, so I kind of saw like the last tidbits of Beavis and Butthead. And look, man, I'll be the one to say it. It's funny, it's nostalgic. I mean, some of the older people in the crowd in the Call of Duty community, they're really gonna take a liking to something like this, except for the fact that I hate to be the one to say it, and trust me when I say this, I am not rage baiting when I say this, I am being so sincere right now. These skins look like fucking trash. I know a lot of people really like the cel shaded skins and, you know, this whole animated concept design, whatever the fuck it is. And yes, again, people like Beavis and Butthead, but I'm sorry, this looks like absolute dumpster juice gooch sweat. There's no way you could convince me that these skins look okay in Call of Duty. They simply don't, okay? I know, there's gonna be a lot of people out there that are still gonna purchase it, alright? We're gonna have those people inevitably in the comment section talking about, oh, you can't afford it, then just say so. Or you're just rating for views.
He's autistic as hell.
Yeah, brother, there is no affordability issue here. I'm just telling you it looks like fucking straight dog shit. Alright, so shut the fuck up, stop gripping and licking on that willy, get your ass back on the corner, start shaking some ass for some goddamn pennies for your goddamn pimp, bitch. Activision has clearly drawn the line as to what they prioritize in Call of Duty. It is not the issues that you present to them. It's not the issues of so many people or the hacking and cheating situation, which shouldn't even be a problem at this point in month number 8. Their priority is clearly developing and creating more skins, more cosmetics, more cringy ass crossovers that make no sense in Call of Duty, let's be honest. This is some Fortnite shit, and the only people that are gonna eat this up, no pun intended, are the fucking gooch lickers out there, alright? The fanboys, the Call of Duty fanboys, face down, ass up for Activision. You know exactly where they're putting their money into. And this really does remind me of the start of 2025, guys. You can go back to the videos. There was so many issues going on in Call of Duty. So many people were calling it out. So many people were calling out Activision for, again, the hacking and cheating problem. But not only that, but the lack of content, the lack of creativity, all of the bugs, all of the crashes, every single issue you could possibly think of for Call of Duty was happening all at once, and some way, somehow, with the exception of like Exclusive Disgrace and that motherfucker Dyke Dynamite, pretty much everybody was on board with calling out Activision. Activision's response, what do you think it was? It was them releasing the Squid Games bundle. And look, I'm gonna be the one to say it, that shit was cringe as fuck also, but if I had to choose between one pile of dog shit and the other one being a pile of horse shit, which one would I choose? Guys, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I preferred the Squid Game skins in Call of Duty over Beavis and Butthead, because at least the motherfuckers in Squid Game, except for the robot with the big ass head, at least they're humans. Okay? At least I can get behind the fact that they're actual human beings and not a fucking cartoon ported over into a cel-shaded pile of dog shit nonsense, whatever the fuck it is, man. Doesn't even look good. We're essentially repeating history in Call of Duty, and I'm curious to see who steps up and actually calls out this bullshit and who doesn't.
It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business, is it?
Luckily, there are some people that are calling this nonsense out, and this comes out of the person that runs Charlie Intel. His name's Keshav. He comes out here and says, announcing a new skin bundle first for the next update before anything else, when they just finished a full weekend of World Series of Warzone qualifiers with hackers in every game. Lovely. And I'm not gonna lie, this is exactly why we gave this guy the name Scatmaster Charles. It's because he's fucking spitting. Guys, this should not be happening. If this were any other publisher, with the exception of maybe like EA and I don't know, maybe at the time Ubisoft when they were not broke, any other publisher would have came out here talking about, hey, you need to stop hacking in our goddamn game. You need to stop making us look like fools. And when we put down the ban hammer, we're gonna charge you motherfuckers and make you pay us back for cheating in our game for money. But no, Activision doesn't do that because they're actually profiting from this entire situation, and they see an opportunity to profit even more by releasing this Beavis and Butthead collaboration for Season 4 Reloaded. Case in point, Activision is sick in the head. These guys literally have no type of desire to please their community. They have no type of desire to look at common sense situationals and really decide what is the correct course of action in a situation like this. Of course, they're gooch-looking fans. They're not going to see an issue with this. If you try calling this out, they're just going to call you broke or tell you that you're rage baiting for views and money, when the publishing company that they're defending us from are literally baiting them with all of these cosmetics for money. Guys, again, you can't make it up. If you try talking about, hey, there is a specific issue in the game, I think people should stop playing the game, some way, somehow, people are going to try to justify what is going on. I mean, take a look at this, guys. Why does anyone still play this game? Stop playing it if the cheaters are so bad. I did, and I'm way happier not spending 2 to 3 hours a day wondering if I just got slammed or if someone is hacking. And this cock-gobbling moron comes out here saying it's because the cheaters aren't that bad and are just concentrated in very specific nooks of the game. Huh? Yeah, I'm done reading there, okay? Listen, if you don't know what the flying motherfuck you're talking about, I don't think you should have an opinion in here, alright? There is nothing that could possibly be labeled as not that bad when you're talking about cheaters and hackers ruining $1 million tournament. Okay, I don't give a fuck if it's 1% of the player base that's actually tuning into that shit. When there's that type of money on the line and your game is being exploited for potential earnings, I'm sorry to tell you, but that is a problem. I don't know how you could possibly justify it. Again, brain damage, being sick in the head, I don't know, but that's just not a response that should happen here. Ladies and gentlemen, there is so many things wrong with Call of Duty right now, and the fact that they're still prioritizing these skins and bundles and crossovers, it's really disheartening. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. And no, I'm not somebody that's playing this game 24/7. Yeah, I make content on it. I'm a fucking COD channel. Boo-hoo, motherfucker, but that's what it is. The only time I play this game is pretty much when I stream it like a couple of times a week. Maybe. So the deflection that all of these fanboys are inevitably going to use in the comment section, which is that I spent all my time and money on the game, not only is that just not true, but even if it were the case, which it's not, for like the millionth time, it's not. That's not an invitation for Activision to just not give a fuck about what's going on with the state of their game. Again, we have a premium title just around the corner with Black Ops 7. Should it be considered a premium title? No, but that's a story for another day. But in this case, if you have something like that on the way and people are complaining about the current state of your game, which the next game is just a continuation of, then I don't know, I would say it's probably in your best interest to appease your community that even put you here in the first place and not constantly bash down on them and force feed them all of these cosmetics and bundles. But then again, that's just what Activision is nowadays, which for the third time is why I'm going to reiterate, Activision is literally sick in the head. But that's gonna do it for me today, guys. I'm curious to know what you guys think about all this. Are you excited for this Beavis and Butthead collaboration? Do you plan on buying it? And what are your thoughts on Activision not responding to anything important here? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell notifications to stay up to date with my newest videos. And yeah, guys, it's been the boy Fooly. Have yourselves a good one. I'm out of here. Peace.
This ain't in my body.